Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. 21st century Avalist with a difference. As your service again today. Today, on this episode, we are going to be talking about cervical spondylosis. What is cervical? What is spondylosis? What is cervical spondylosis? Cervical spondylosis is simply the degeneration of bones in our spines. Cervical spine is made up of 7 vertebrae, from the fourth to the seventh. That is where the spondylosis is. That is the one that is most stressed in the human bodies. Now, when they say you have cervical spondylosis, it means that the vertebrae, which is usually like the kerekeres, it is a soft tissue bone that does movement, that makes movement of the body. It makes it easy. I mean, you want to bend your back, you want to stretch your back. The vertebrae are what you use neutralizing this. Now, these people, these bones move with the help of some fluid. I will not say water. It moves with the help of fluid. So when this fluid is dried up, you see, it makes friction not easy. So bones come in contact with bones and it becomes problematic. That is when you feel pain. That is when you feel uncomfortable. That is when you feel numbness. That is when you feel some level of paralysis. It could actually get to that. So we're going to be looking at the causes of cervical spondylosis to start with. Number one on the list is aging. You use the bone for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. This particular problem is particular to 50 years and above type of people. If you have used your bone for 50 years, the bones, they grow. When they grow, the fluid dries up naturally. So basically, aging is the most important factor. We've carried out a lot of research. And at the end of the day, what they came out with is just the aging. You see, but on this side of the world, with herbal medicine, herbal therapy as a consultant, we've been able to figure it out that people's lifestyle is another thing that could actually cause why the fluid in the spine gets dried. But now let's look at the symptoms. There's usually serious amount of pain around the neck, around the back, and then there is stiffness. You see, sometimes you might not be able to move your body as much as you want. On the neck, to the arms, and then to the legs. And then there is usually numbness. If you sit not for too long, in 30 minutes, in an hour, you feel some level of numbness. You can tell as the body owner that some amount of blood is not circulating as it should. Whereas it is just the fact that fluids are getting dried up in the spine. So the whole system is designed in such a way that the body works hand in hand. So now that some part is affected, it affects some part. It's an adverse effect. So how do you go about the treatment? You see, there are two approaches to this. First on the list is that you go for a surgery. What they do, they impose. You see, this degenerated disc, they might remove it completely and replace it with rubber, with whatever stuff they can put it, and they put you on a drug that you use for a longer period of time, such that when the body is trying to fight what they might have replaced it with, the disc, the medicine, the medication is responsible for making the body be in order. But on this side of the world, when it comes to herbal medicine, herbal therapy, those discs that are degenerating will give you some level of calcium, will give you a serious amount of painkillers that are natural, that are highly herbal, 100% organic. And apart from that, it will give you a refillant that is going to refill the degenerated disc. Both they might laugh at you, they might laugh at us, thinking it doesn't make sense or it's not possible. But that's what we've been doing over the years. Our customers, our clients, our patients, they're living just fine. So if you think you have an uncle that has cervical spondylosis, there are several approaches to it. First aid, after first aid, and then the problem persists, you might want to see us. Thank you for joining my masterclass today.